Djokovic tomorrow afternoon. Best of 3 tie-break sets.
Have to keep an eye on the Federer forehand this evening. He made a lot of unforced errors in the match that he lost to Simo early on in the week. He likes to be aggressive with it, but it has cost him occasionally.
I think the vast majority of fans certainly appreciate how good Andy Murray is, but they will be right behind Federer this evening. They do not want to see him not make it through to the semi-finals. It's as simple as that.
100%.
Brilliant. And that's one of the reasons Murray has such a good record against Federer. He's got the ability to boss him around from the baseline.
Yeah, there's not too many players who can do that. He's got variety as well. Change of pace, especially on his backhand. It's quite extraordinary.
Federer is challenging the ball on the right hand serve. The ball must go down.
A little bit of additional excitement for the fans. Well wide.
Full thanks. Next serve.
And that's why Federer has to serve well this evening. Murray is so good at dominating when he gets a look at a second.
Start of this match against Simo, making only 1 of 10 first serves to Federer.
Interesting to see Federer making a move forwards. I think it's going to be crucial for him this evening to play some really effective all-court tennis if he wants to get the win.
Definitely. I don't think he wants to spend all his time at the back of the court. I think it's going to be important to vary things against Murray and try and outmaneuver Murray by finishing the point off at the net and being aggressive at just the right moments. As we see him from the back of the court, Murray can outthink just about everybody on tour, including the world number 2.
Shame because the return was a very good one.
And I think he's going to target that Murray second serve. It is one of the only weaknesses really in Murray's game now.
And I'm sure that'll be high on the list of priorities for Miles McLagan next season. They'll work a lot on that in the coming weeks before the start of the 2009 schedule.
It's
a very accomplished service game. And interestingly, at the beginning of the season, Murray got some DVDs of Federer and noticed that he turned his shoulders an awful lot more than Murray did at the time, and he changed his action accordingly. And that, of course, allowed him greater disguise on the serve. And he also lowered the ball toss ever so slightly, which helped quicken up the motion, which gave him an extra couple of miles an hour on it, and has served quite beautifully for much of the season.
I'll tell you, that's something that's not easy to do when your technique is so ingrained. To make those changes is very admirable.
It also gives you an insight as to how determined he is to become one of the very best players in the world, because many people would have suggested that his career was going very nicely and why tinker with anything. But he wasn't happy with it, and he wanted to make greater strides even more quickly.
Perhaps just trying to cut that volley too fine, because he knows what a great athlete Murray is, forcing you to hit the ball ever closer to the lines.
Brilliant. So good. Sees the ball so early.
There's no question he's the best returner in the game right now. He's taken over that mantle from the likes of Andre Agassi and Leighton Hewitt.
And interesting to see Federer mixing things up beautifully in terms of his tactics behind the serve. It's been a bright start by both. 2-1. Do you think somebody like Federer, given all that he's achieved in the game, is nervous this evening?
Definitely. I think as you get older, you get more nervous. I'm a big believer in that, because you start to understand the consequences a lot more when you get older. When you're young,